Dear students, welcome to the new lesson of our English literature. In today's class, I am going to share with you an interesting story of Manjula Parelkar. The story is titled Bravo Manju. Bravo Manju. It was written by an Indian writer of German origin. Her name Sigran Srivastava. Before the story begins, the author introduces Manjula Parelkar to the readers. And we can see that this girl, Manjula Parelkar, was born with 2 fingers on each hand. You see, the girl was a born handicap. But that does not stop her pursuing her career. Still, she wanted to become a painter. And let's go through the challenging life story of Manjula Parelkar. In the beginning of the story, we can see that Manjula Parelkar was well aware of the fact that she would never become a painter like M.F. Hussain, a world-renowned Indian artist. Because she says that it is not the problem of her handicap, but because of the cost of materials that needed for her painting. That was the problem faced by Manjula. With her 2 fingers, she can freely use brush. No problem with her handicap. Only problem she faced was that the cost of materials for her painting. And that story we are going to describe now. One evening, when her mother, Mrs. Parelkar, was working in the kitchen, that time Manjula was helping her mother. She asked her mother for some money, and mother asked for the reason, that what the purpose of this money. And Manjula replied that she wanted to buy some colors for her painting. And mother looked at her daughter and happily agreed. In the next day, mother gave her money to buy colors and also asked her to show the picture after painting. And one day, Manjula came with that painting and showed it to her mother. And mother was really surprised by seeing this picture painted by her daughter. And she also wanted to show this picture to Manjula's father, Mr. Parelkar. And mother said that he will be so impressed by this painting of their dearest Manjula. And after that, we can see that there was a beautiful celebration. That was the 13th birthday of Manjula. Nobody asked what gift she needed. But still, her mother gifted her beautiful watercolors. And father gave her a drawing book, a painting book. It will help her to learn step by step. And you see, her brother Amol also gave her 2 beautiful brushes made of sable hair. Sable hair is an animal outer skin. It is used to make brushes with high cost. It was given by Amol to his dearest sister Manjula. And Manjula was overwhelmed with happiness. She was overwhelmed with happiness because of all these gifts given by her family members. And within days, she completed the book given by her father. She painted all the pages, step by step. But now she wanted some watercolor painting papers. And it is so costly. And she, as usual, asked her mother. and the mother discussed the matter with Mr. Parelkar, her father. And the father was not interested to buy all these things. He said that, what is the need for buying all these things? She can help you in the kitchen, or she can learn stitching. That will be a useful thing for her future. What is the purpose? What is the need of painting? It's a waste of money, waste of time. And you see, with those two fingers, how can she become a painter? These were the lines said by Mr. Parelkar, a rude man, a very cruel man. By hearing this, Mrs. Parelkar was really worried. She said, "What are you talking? Don't say it again," because they are already worried about her handicap. And this father is still repeating the same handicap as a defect of their daughter. And all this conversation, all this talk was overheard by Manjula. And she was really disappointed. She cried out. She ran into her room and collected all the painting materials and tied it in a bundle and kept it in the farthest corner of her room. And she decided, I will never paint again. You see, Manjula stopped her painting because of her father's rude words. In the next day, as her father said, Manjula reached early to the kitchen and asked her mother, Mama, tell me, what can I do for you here? What help can I do for you in the kitchen? I am fully ready. And by hearing this, Mrs. Parelkar was really wondered. What are you saying, dear daughter? You can go and paint. You have a good future. At that time, Manjula replied that I stopped painting forever. And hearing this, her brother Amal really wondered. He said, what are you saying, dear sister? I am planning that your participation in the on-the-spot competition coming in the October. And her brother Amal was planning his daughter, his sister to participate in the on-the-spot competition coming in the October month. But Manjula was not ready. She gave up her painting forever. And her mother, her brother really disappointed by hearing this news. And after that, one day, when her father was planning to go to Mumbai, her mother, Mrs. Parelkar, called Manjula and asked her to help to arrange the steel trunk, the carrying bag. And Manjula approached her mother to help for doing something in the steel trunk for her father's travel. And this time, Mrs. Parelkar closed the steel trunk suddenly and looked at her daughter and said, you never give in, you never stop fighting, you have to continue. And her mother encouraged this girl, but she was not ready. She asked her mother to stop talking about it, and she cried and ran into her room again and buried herself on the pillow in her bed. You see, after that moment, when she got up from the bed, suddenly she met with a newspaper cutting, newspaper bit. And she started reading. And the news was like this. Playing football with artificial feet. That was the news she saw in the paper cutting, in the newspaper cutting. Suddenly, she wanted to read it. And she took it. and started to read. And it was about Richard Bellinger. It was about Richard Bellinger, a man who played football with artificial feet. Reading this news, Manjula was really inspired, and she continued her reading, and she understood that this Richard Bellinger in a train accident lost his feet, and he wanted to continue his career in football, but his coach and other members discouraged him and said it is a ridiculous thing. But still, this man, Richard Bellinger, achieved his dream by hard work. And this news, this paper cutting, really inspired our Manjula. In spite of all the discouraging words of others, Richard Bellinger became a football player with artificial feet. That news really inspired our Manjula. Next day, she became a new girl with confidence, with a determination. And the day arrived. The day of on-the-spot competition arrived. And Amal was going to the school because he had some duty on the competition, for the competition. And he was appointed, he was on the duty to stand in the entrance of the competition of the school. At that time, when he was leaving the leaving house, he said bye to his mother and Manjula, and he casually talked to Manjula something and said, "You are not ready to come. I am so pity. I feel really pity that you are not ready to come." And he also said that he expected his sister would bag the first prize. And this boy was totally disappointed and going and trying to go to school. As a reply, Manjula said to her brother that I might win one. She said that she might win one prize. By hearing this reply, Amal was really overjoyed. That means you are participating in the competition? Amal hugged his sister and very happily said, "You will get the prize." Amal inspired his sister. And Manjula said, "If Richard Bellinger can play with artificial feet, why can't I?" That was the reply of Manjula. And at that time, Mrs. Parelkar really confused. "What are you talking? Are you talking about Richard Bellinger? Who is that?" And in the last part of the story, we can see that Manjula and her brother Amal were replying together that Richard Bellinger was playing football with artificial feet. That was said by Manjula and Amal together to their mother. Are you clear? Then we can understand that who put that newspaper cutting on the table of Manjula. We easily understand that it was put by Amal, her dearest brother, and that made her change her decision and to pursue her career in painting. That's all about the story. I hope you enjoyed this inspiring story of Manjula Parelkar.